Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Hun Senior Kole Briehler grateful for Hopewell roots as he prepares to play football at Stanford. Kole Briehler owes so much to the Hopewell school system. He has lived in Pennington his whole life and became interested in football because his entire friend group played sports. Despite initially playing flag football because his parents were skeptical, Briehler's peers convinced his family to set him on a path to a prosperous future in the sport. "I just fell in love with it," Briehler said. "I was always naturally athletic, so it was just something that fit for me." He ultimately had so much potential in football that his best option midway through high school was a change of scenery. Briehler played varsity football under Dave Caldwell at Hopewell Valley as a 175-pound freshman defensive end and realized he needed to get bigger because opposing linemen pushed him around. He bulked up to 220 for his sophomore season, and that was solid at a public school, but he still had so much more to unlock. 3 years later, Briehler is now a reclassified senior defensive tackle under Todd Smith at Hun and committed to playing Division I football at Stanford University next year. Much respect to Coach Caldwell and his program. He's been running a great program since the entirety of him being there, but I think you look at the guys coming out of Hopewell, you don't see guys going to these big-name schools, Briehler said. You look at Hun and it's just so different. And then talking to Coach Smith, I really just caught a vibe from him that it was the right thing to do in order to just take my game to the next level. The relationship started when Smith reached out to Briehler's father when he was in 8th grade. Once Smith saw Briehler's growth as a sophomore, he swayed him to come harness his upside at the Princeton-based prep school. "When I got to Hun, I'm the smallest guy there," Briehler said. "Coach Smith is like, hey, you need to get up to 250. I was like, holy crap." Briehler beefed up to 245 in 2022, 265 last year and is now a whopping 275 pounds while being fully integrated in Hun's program. Some of the biggest differences from a public school, Briehler says, are the more detailed practice plans with days mapped out. Everything is more efficient and fast-paced. Hun also mixes in conditioning throughout an entire practice rather than conducting it at the end. And since Smith is also Hun's head track and field coach, the football players do strength and conditioning workouts together year-round. "I think just the level of competition at Hun is unmatched, especially from where I came from," said Briehler, who also plays right guard on Hun's offensive line. "Every day I'm going against top guys going to the same kinds of schools, so just competing against them has made me grow so much. Plus the weight room, the strength and conditioning, even the level of practice, it's all so high-paced and it's just at another level, which has made me grown exponentially since I've gotten there." The one catch,